Hey guys, this is Tuan. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we're going to do something different. We're going through 5 things in Ground Branch that I hope we get to experience in 2022. Now we're going to go through them by categories, so for each category, I'm going to try and pick one item that I'm looking forward to the most. Where needed, I've provided links in the description below. Just a quick reminder, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, remember to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright, let's get on to the list. Maps. The official maps that are listed on the game's roadmap have not been revealed to us yet, so these remain a mystery for now. However, since the game is being developed with full mod support in mind, we will be able to integrate custom-built maps into the game soon-ish. As soon as the Unreal Editor package thing is released. You can tell that I'm not a mapper just by my lack of vocabulary regarding this topic. Anyway, there has been a few maps in development using the freely available Unreal Engine 4, and I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Fat Marrow. You can check out all his work in progress maps for Ground Branch in his Discord channel, and he also goes into a lot of detail of how he makes them on his YouTube channel. The ones I'm showcasing here in this video are all his. Even at the state that they are in now, they look great, so I cannot wait to play them all in Ground Branch. So my number one map that I want to experience in GB in 2022 is a snow map. Now there might be a chance that there is already a snow map or two in development by the devs officially, or there might not, or there might be one or more being made by a community mapper, but I'm not aware of any so far, so therefore I have my fingers crossed for a snow map. Now on to the next category, weapons and gear. Ground Branch already features a lot of weapons and gear. For me, an additional assault rifle isn't particularly exciting, but if you want to see the AS-Val, the Scar, the Black Mamba, the G36K or the Tavor or any other weapon system, don't let me stop you, go ahead and sound off in the comments section below. Honorable mention goes to the Crown Panoramic Night Vision Goggle with the white phosphor tubes. The number of community made mods and mockups makes it obvious that this is in very high demand. Likely we should be able to experience the official version in update 10.33. But yeah, what I'm really excited about in this category are equipments from a whole new class, like the grenade launcher or the breaching shotgun. By the way, speaking of the breaching shotgun, check out these render images of the Mossberg. For this category though, I'm gonna cheat a little and pick the armor system simply because I reckon that the way we would play the game after the armor system is properly implemented would change rather significantly. Game modes. Now while Ground Branch won't have the traditional single-player campaign per se, it is planned to feature what the devs call hotspots, which is essentially mini-campaigns consisting of 2, 3, maybe even 4 or more missions set in a particular region. If you're not aware of this, I recommend you check out the game's FAQ, which will address many questions that you may have, especially if you are new to the game. Anyway, there are already many community-made game modes out there for Ground Branch, and before I get to my top pick, I want to briefly mention a mode that we can already enjoy called Kill Confirmed by Skills, where we basically go in, hunt a target or several, and get out. It feels more dynamic and dangerous than intel retrieval just based on the fact that our objective can move and shoot back at us, so there is more risk involved. So the game mode that I'm hoping to experience in Ground Branch in 2022 is called Last Stand. It's simply a variation of the Horde mode from games like Gears of War. It may not be completely new experience in shooters, but in Ground Branch it certainly is. AI improvements. We all know that Ground Branch's AI is not the worst AI out there, so hopefully with the recent announcements that the devs have fully licensed a middleware toolset called Kythera AI, things will get better. Now while enemy AI has loads of room for improvement and civilian or hostage AI will be necessary, the most exciting aspect for me are friendly teammates. Ground Branch is not a mainstream game where everybody and their grandmothers are playing, so it's often tricky to find players who can play at the same pace as you are. So friendly teammates, who can take orders, follow our commands, and act believably as a cohesive team and communicate, that would bring something new to the game. In deathmatch you can have bots running around independently, and while that can be a lot of fun, it's different from knowing that you're not alone and somebody has your back and we're playing in single player but feeling like we're still part of a team. Now having said that, I still think that the enemy AI is the most important component that needs to stay as a top priority when it comes to artificial intelligence. It's just that I think commandable friendly AI would be more exciting because it's something we've never really experienced before in Ground Branch. Mechanics. Gameplay mechanics, at least from my perspective, makes or breaks a game. Audio-visual presentation is important, art direction, the lighting, textures, animations, sound effects, all that good stuff. Because if a game is not attractive to our senses visually or audibly, then it can be challenging to do things like give out a good first impression to potential new players. But what really keeps me coming back to Ground Branch is not only the gameplay mechanics that has already been implemented in the game that themselves are continuously being improved upon, but also the potential that the game has, the future systems that are either planned for the game or being actively considered for the game. There's things that would change the way we would communicate, like shoulder tapping and hand signals. There's going to be prone, which would give us more options for movement and positioning. But when it comes to gameplay mechanics, and if you know me, you'd already know what my number one is going to be. It's going to be door related. So the top future thing in GB that I'm personally hoping to experience in 2022 is locked doors. So that's the list. Alright guys, if you're still listening, thank you so much, but I'm afraid that's all from me for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and or found it useful. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.